Good afternoon, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Planet Base, the Tree of Life, Genesis 129, aka Virgo Networks, the Animal Planet, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka the Maidens and the Virgins, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire coming straight from that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation. Always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what I'm trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But dig this here, the name of this is called A Sacrifice to Baal and Molech. Ezekiel 20-26, and I defiled them through their very gifts, and their offering up their firstborn, all who open the womb. Okay, Ezekiel 20-26. Okay, so therefore is a sacrifice and a ritual where Moses' sister has to carry this thing on out. Okay, she has to take one for the team. Okay, that's what it is with that. She has to take one for the team, and this is why it appears that she's acting funny and being distant or whatever the case may be, because she knows that she has to carry out this sacrifice. Okay, she has to open up the womb, okay, and get out the firstborn, okay, and light the bonfire and throw the firstborn into the fire, okay, to Baal and Molech. That's what she has to do. Now, however she opens up this wound, who knows? And how she's going to do it, who knows? But the fact of the matter is, she got to take one for the team, and she got to carry out this sacrifice. That's why Moses' sister been acting real strange and funny and seem as though she been a little distant lately. Okay, that's what it is with that. Okay, another thing is this, before I get on out of here, there's no way that I could ever sit at a table with a group of devils that don't like me and eat their food. Okay? I'm not eating nobody food that don't like me, and I'm sure as hell not sitting at the table with you either. Okay, because once you sit at the table, you know you're going to eat the food. Okay, that's what it is with that. Okay, there's no way I'm sitting at the table eating from devils. Okay, because that might be your last meal. Okay, that's what it is with that. Okay, but however this thing goes, is going to be carried out. Okay, Moses' sister has to carry it out. She's gonna open up the womb, take out the firstborn, throw the firstborn into the fire, the bonfire with the wood and all that, and they're gonna throw the firstborn in the fire. Now, who is them? I know them, and they know me. They know who they are, and I know who they are, and God himself knows who they are. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here, man. It's that spiker star, the brightest star of the constellation, man. Hey, listen, man. Isaiah 65-17. It's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. Isaiah 65-17. The sovereign Lord is going to bring down his kingdom upon a new earth, and me, the maidens and the virgins, I should dwell there forevermore. If I were you, I would repent for your filthy sins, change from your wicked ways, and ask God for forgiveness so you can have part of this glorious event called the new earth. Also, the new earth represents the new cycle of life. Also, he cut the head of Leviathan and served it as food. Okay, so therefore it's going to be a feast. Okay, yes, and I can imagine what Leviathan tastes like, juicy and succulent. And yes, he's been in the sea for over 400 to 1,000 years. Okay, and yes, he has fins and scales, and yes, he will be served amongst the round table with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If I were you, I would try my hardest, if I were you, to get some salvation for yourself so you can redeem your soul, because once you have salvation, you are redeemed from God's judgment and everlasting condemnation. And hopefully, just hopefully, I see you at the feast. And I can't wait. I'm saving my appetite for this feast. I have to make it to this feast to taste Leviathan. Everybody will have their own portion. Also, he punishes the children for the sins of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate him. the one who's making it rain right now and thundering and lightning, okay? If I were you, I'll do everything in your willpower to secure your children's souls. Your children have beautiful souls attached to them. They do not deserve to get thrown down to the valley of Tophet, where the burning blaze never cease. Okay? The worms, maggots, and parasites never die, and there's no water to quench your children's thirst. Your children do not deserve that mess, all right? You should try to save your children's souls, okay? Only the seed of the righteous will be delivered. And P.S., by the way, only the seed of the righteous will be delivered. By the time her firstborn, okay, is offered through the fire as the sacrifice to Baal and Molech, guess what? She's going to be rejected at the gate, okay? And she's going to be held accountable for her sins because she does not have no salvation for herself. Anywho, I'm out here looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see. Repent for your filthy sins, change from your wicked ways, obey God's commandments, and show God some respect. He's recording your whole entire life, and it's almost the ending of this life cycle, and I'm almost up out of exile, okay? Anywho, I'm out here looking into your world, seeing things you just don't see. I'm Ghost, man.